Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I have some very interesting stuff today. Well, previously, if you wanted a 1/43 scale drift car, your options are not many. Some of your options will be one of these. This is by a brand called Drift Real Racing Simulation. Some of you might know this. Most of you out there, whether you're in the RC or non-RC hobby, you would not know this thing, right? So this is something very rare, only sold in Germany. Even till today, it's handmade in Germany. You can't buy this outside of Germany. If you want to get this, you need to contact someone in Germany, buy it for you, ship it to you, and this is how I got my hands on this. And again, I have two here, right? So this is a Gymkhana edition, and again, if you look at it, it's handmade in Germany. Handmade in Germany. So this is like a designer product almost, you know. Handmade in Germany. Look at that. Right, so if you open it up, you get a card, you know. So the person who created this car or hand assembled this car actually signs their name on this card. Look at that. So it's like a designer product. You get the car in this box. You get some coaster things where you put it on the floor and drift around it. I have a signature from the creator, right, the founder of the Drift of this company. So this is a special collection for me. Okay, so these two, back in the day when I bought it, these are the version 1s. These are non-die cast body. It comes in a plastic generic body, non-licensed cars. Both of these are non-licensed cars. So what I did was to swap out the bodies and to put some die cast bodies on top of them. So as you can see here, I have a Jaguar F-Type. So it's a Jaguar F-Type. This is a 1/43 die-cast, and with the drift car inside the body, as you can see. And you can already notice that it is 1, 2, 3, 6-wheel drive. So this actually, when this car moves, the middle part actually rotates to simulate the drifting illusion, right? So it will look like the car is actually drifting because of the rotation in the middle, and it gives kind of an illusion that the car is drifting. This is all good and fun. But there are some issues with this. One of the biggest issue is this doesn't come with a RC remote. It's being controlled by your handphone via Bluetooth, and if you know Bluetooth technology, it doesn't, there's some lag, it's not real time, there's some controls. You need to get very used to the controls. It's not high speed, it's not in super real time, so getting used to the controls is something that you need to learn. So there's a bit of a learning curve to this before it actually gets fun. So this is, I don't know, this is what, 5 years, 6 years ago? Many years ago, I don't even remember now. I need to check back. But we are in 2024 today, right? So this is brand new. This is being designed by some guys in Indonesia. It's designed by one guy in Indonesia. This is the chassis is made out of carbon fiber and 3D printed parts. and this is 143 scale. Okay, so 143, it's gonna be, you know, the size of your hand, right? The size of 143 die cast models. This is a little bit bigger than your standard Hot Wheels. Hot Wheels is about 64 scale. This is 43 scale, so it's a bit larger than your typical Hot Wheels, but it's still fairly small, right? So if you want to compare this to a 24 scale, this is a 24 scale, and this is a 43 scale, 143. This is 124. And yes, they now make these drifters in 143 scale. So it's really exciting. You can see the wires dangling because it's not set up yet. What I need to do is to add on the receiver and also the gyro and the ESC. Okay, these are the couple of things that I need to set up, add in before it runs. I have the gyro with me already. This is the NB4 gyro and receiver combo. This tiny thing here. Everything needs to be tiny because look at that, the size of this thing is just small. Okay. The ESC is a 1S 3.7 volt ESC, absolutely tiny as well, as you can see, compared to my fingernail. My fingernail is bigger than that. And all this is so that it would fit in the chassis. Okay. So this is my first video, kind of unboxed it out of the box for the first time. I did manage to insert the springs. As you can see here, works very nice. Look at that. Steering wise, the servo is in the center, and it will need a servo push rod to kind of rotate it. But you can see here, really smooth, really nice. Okay. Okay. So it's very interesting. Before I go further, right? It comes in this. When I bought this, it is shipped in this. I don't know what box is this. I think it's like some electrical hardware box. So all the content was, you know, neatly arranged in this box. It came in this Ford Mustang body. Pretty much everyone's order would come with this Mustang CCA body. It's quite nice. It even has features like opening doors, opening hood, you know, interchangeable hood and stuff like that. Oh man, come on! It scratched my other body, which is annoying. Okay, so this is what it comes with. This is a very cheap, this is an inexpensive body, just to bring the cost down, just to get the car across to you, and it's all good and fine, understandable. The details of this is good enough, I would say, good enough. But I wanted to see if I can change the body, right? So what I have here is an Alfa Romeo Giulia. This is a red model. This is a Giulia Turbo, but I wanted a GTAM, right? I wanted a GT-AM model, so I've got the Burado 143 Alfa Romeo GT-AM, but unfortunately I could not get the red color model. The only model that's available today is this green one. So this green one is easy to customize. There's only 2 screws at the bottom, one in the front and one at the back, so I could remove the body shell and then place it onto the chassis. Then I have a new car, right? A customized version of the car, and it looks nice. It looks really nice. Okay, it's going to be very tricky because the clearance, especially for the front wheel, needs to be absolutely precise so that you can turn in and out. And these are die-cast bodies, so you need to be very patient to grind out the wheel arch just enough so that, you know, the steering fits, right? Nothing is catching, and you need to mount the body perfectly. I mean, this is a known issue for all drifters. You need to make sure that there's enough clearance on the front. That's true as well for like 124 scale. Look at the front. There's a lot of gap so that the wheels can freely rotate, and that gives, you know, fitment is important, right? So again, tiny cars. This is a proper rear wheel drive. It's going to be linked to my NB4 FlySky, and with a proper pistol grip trigger and steering. And this is going to be very different from the German drifter cars I showed earlier. I'm very eager to test this out and see how well it performs. I'm also very keen on fitting up lights. As you can see, the light buckets are already there, so front and back. I need to get the diffuser from here and install it as well on the back so that it doesn't have this weird look. But I really like this body. I really like this GT-AM, this Alfa Giulia. So I think it fits well with the rims. So in my next couple of videos, I'm just going to show you guys how I managed to fit this in. I am going to solder the electronics, which is getting the gyro and the receiver installed. We'll get the wiring for the ESC soldered and the ESC installed as well. All these are really tiny, so it's going to take time, and I'm going to try not to rush any of this. Now, one more interesting thing is I've managed to snag one of this rare, very rare body as well. So this is the Sprinter Torano, the AE86. Again, this would be awesome if I could turn this into an actual drifter, but this body is really small. Even comparing the chassis, as you can see, it's really small. So if I want to fit that in, it's definitely going to be a bit of a challenge. I can already tell, but this die-cast body is really nice, and it has pop-up headlights. The pop-up headlights on this die-cast body actually works. So it's going to be an absolute challenge trying to fit it in, getting the pop-up headlights to work and lighting it up. So I'm not sure. If it's too much of a challenge, I might just keep it as it is. because this is indeed a very rare body, and we'll see. But for starters, I definitely want to use this Julia, this GTAM body for my first trial. Beautiful, I like it. It fits very well. There's a lot of room to spare. There's a lot of room for the batteries, wiring, whatnot. So this would be, I think, would be a relatively easy installation, or an easy task to kind of make this work with this body. Okay, so stay tuned for my next video. Might install the electronics in, and then we will do the initial test run. But I thought I'd just do a quick video and showcase the new stuff that come in. Before I end, I also have a special update. This is new as well. If you see my previous Tacoma video, I talk about this guy. This is 3D printed 135 mass 537. I don't know. I don't know what the name of this vehicle is, but it's a 8-wheel drive truck. Russian maybe, but again, it's fully 3D printed, and I'll make a separate video on this one. So this is really nice. Look at the donut tires, awesome, awesome. Okay, so stay tuned. This will be another video on its own, and when it comes out, I'll post it. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you guys. Bye.